pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And we are underway in Buffalo. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
From the 30 on second down, Allen. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Allen going to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a 1st down before they have to start their downs over again.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain. Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's caught. Tolbert. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. Touchdown, Bills! It's complete. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 36, Fields. This ball complete to Rager. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Fields. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Fields. Flush to his right. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. To the air, Allen. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. They find some open field here. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Here's 2nd and a yard. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Being chased out left. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest. I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
From the 13, now they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Forced out to his left. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jalen Reagor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Allen to throw it. Flush to his right. First down and more for Allen. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2nd and 5. Allen. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 25 on second down, Allen eluding the pressure right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here's Allen. And Diggs has it. And he is going to be out of bounds a couple of yards short of the marker. And they will fail to convert here on 4th down. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Fields throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. And he rifles one incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Fields. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And this is no good as well. He's missed twice now, and that's the difference in this ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen buying time to his left. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. To throw, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before half for Allen. A desperation heave for the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Handoff comes to Cook, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Switch. Watch the safety creep.
From midfield, here's Allen. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So it'll be a loss of 10 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Allen. Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've been trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Back to throw. Fields setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Fields now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 15. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. It's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick-6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the play. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He'll try again. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. And they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Allen. It's complete to Diggs. Powerful running. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Operating from the red zone now. Allen got a man open. It's Chase. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Forced out to his left. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Now it's the backup Mariota. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Breida on a toss left. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Allen. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Check.
Allen to throw once more. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Fields on 1st down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here this fourth quarter. Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Mike back two. Here we go, D. Here I come. No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Hey, here I come.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. Fields. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They snap it to Fields.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Let's go.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Check. Check. 52's the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 52's the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. In your face.
On 1st down, it's Fields. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Fields throwing again.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
52, Mike 52. You're not ready. You're not ready. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Tackles. 52's the mic, boys. 50.
Again, Fields.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Cook. They'll contain him. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Six yards left on 2nd down. A shotgun snap, Fields.
Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
to throw again. It's complete to Cook. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
No, check that. We want Mike. I got it. Mike 52. Right here. Hey, Mike 52. Oh, watch one. Off. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the Mike. Watch the pass.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Fields.
And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
To the air again, Fields.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And it'll be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
And the Bills come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Buffalo, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3 and 3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.